Hello, this is your Commodore, Ted Coles here. Disney Plus released 2 episodes of WandaVision. So this is episode 2. So they seem to have changed things up a little because the intro is now an animated intro that is very resemblant to Bewitched. And since Bewitched started in 1964, this must be early 60s, because there was still black and white in the early 60s. Color didn't come popular until the late 60s, early 70s. We start off with Wanda and Vision in their beds, and it's your stereotypical trope during that time where they have separate beds, because it was inappropriate to show couples in beds together during that time on television. Oh, how things have changed. So, Wanda starts hearing a noise outside and flicks on and off the light. Vision gets annoyed, and it's funny that he gets scared as well.
Oh, my love, I see nothing amiss. You have absolutely no reason to... No!
You were saying?
Oh, such a manly man. So, beds get pushed together, and they're both scared as all hell, trying to figure out where this noise is coming from. It ends up being Wanda being the one with more courage, but still in bed, opens the drapes, and they find out it's just a tree bashing against the window. They convert the bed into one large bed.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to take a look.
Oh, God, damn it!
So, that problem's dealt with, and we find out that Vision is fully functional, if you know what I mean.
Wanda, darling,
Yes, dear.
get the light.
Which makes him the second android, or artificial life form, that is fully functional.
I am programmed in multiple techniques. A broad variety of pleasuring.
Ah, you jewel, that's exactly what I hoped.
Then, we see them getting ready for, I guess, some sort of magic or talent show. And of course, Vision's going to be the magician, and Wanda's going to be the assistant. And as she pushes in the cupboard, you can see that the design on front looks very similar to the Mind Stone.
Darling, do all the other acts in the talent show have such elaborate props?
Are you kidding? Fred and Linda are building a moat in a fully functioning portcullis and no one even knows why.
Interesting that they put that there. Then they go off on their day, like Wanda goes with the women and Vision goes does the stuff with the men. We see this red item in the bushes in front of Wanda's house. It's interesting to see that because it's the only thing in color and it's red. And as we get closer, we find out it's a toy remote control helicopter. And Wanda thinks this might have been the thing making the noise. Another sign that stuff ain't going so right. And we're introduced to another woman, Dottie. Yeah, Dottie's kind of your stereotypical Stepford housewife type person.
I'm sorry, Dottie. I didn't ask about the chairs.
So you better not ask me if you can chair any committees in the future. Oh, the devil's in the details, Bev.
It's interesting. So, we move on with the story. Wanda's not fitting in at all with this group, but she meets another neighborhood friend, Geraldine.
I actually don't know what I'm doing here. I'm starting to feel that way myself. I'm Wanda.
I'm, Geraldine.
And so they have their little meeting. This is when things get weird. She's helping Dottie clean up. Like Wanda's saying, there's nothing to fear about me and my husband, but Dottie's like, no, there is, or something.
Well, I don't know what you have been told. But I assure you, I don't mean anyone any harm. I don't believe you.
And also, there's a voice coming from the speaker directed to Wanda. And even Dottie's hearing it. And she ends up smashing a glass and cuts herself. And you see the red blood.
Dottie!
Interesting. So far, the only colored scenes we've seen in both the first WandaVision episode and this one has been the color red. So it might be important to remember that color, because Scarlet Witch wears a red uniform and is known for red. While she's doing her stuff, Vision went to the neighborhood watch meeting and became friendly with the various local men, and they do some jokes and stuff, and one of them hands him a piece of gum, Big Red, and it gunks up his system.
Care for a stick of Big Red? Oh, thought you were serious.
I love it how they do the funny cartoon animation. It really resembles like 60s animation. The commercial that's in the middle of the show for this week is actually Strucker, who's the Hydra agent that has to do with Wanda's origin. So keep an eye on that too, but it's interesting. Last week it was Stark, this week it's Hydra.
Is Strucker. Strucker, he'll make time for you.
So they're at the talent show, and wow, Wanda looks ridiculously hot in that costume.
After the last time you asked. I don't know where he could be. Oh, is that him?
But Vision seems to be intoxicated. Not the first time we've seen an android get drunk.
Data. Intoxication is a human condition. Your brain is different.
So we proceed with the magic show, and Vision simply uses his own powers to showcase. So Wanda, using her powers, try to make him look like just simple magic tricks.
See there? He's using a rope.
And at the end, Dottie and the rest of the audience love the show because it's so hilarious. And it is.
We are so hilarious.
That was the most hilarious act we've ever seen. Wouldn't you all agree?
And man, I just can't get over how hot Wanda looks in this scene. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. What can you expect? So it looks like another end-all be-all episode, and you find out Wanda's pregnant.
What? Vision? Is this really happening?
Again, how do you get pregnant from an android? There's no DNA there. There's no organic stuff to make the baby. But it's interesting. They hear another noise. Vision goes out. Wanda follows them. And you see this beekeeper come out from the sewer. A beekeeper? That is weird that you're seeing a beekeeper. And as the beekeeper gets up and we zoom towards the beekeeper, we see this sword logo on his back. The plot thickens, people. And Wanda says no, and rewind just before we see the beekeeper.
No.
And we go into full Technicolor. Wanda's wearing red, and it looks like we're now in the 1970s, people. But we end the show with just the same words that we heard from the radio. Who's doing this to you, Wanda?
Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
Ooh, I am definitely looking for episode 3 now. The episode contained a lot of Easter eggs. I like the one of the little view of Galactus, which kind of proves my theory that Galactus is coming, baby. So this just adds towards the kookiness that is WandaVision. Like, what's happening to Wanda? Is she really suffering from PTSD and just living in a little bubble? Is someone affecting her and Sword is trying to rescue her? Or is Sword the one doing the testing on her? It's interesting to see this play out. And what's going to happen to Vision? We all know what happened to him in Infinity War. Is this a way to bring Vision back into the MCU? So many questions. Not many more episodes left, but we'll just have to wait and find out. So for your Commodore Tycols, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my other videos, and if you can show your support by donating to my PayPal.
So for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper. For now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.